Most people know that the Ryman Auditorium is the soul of Nashville and has a great deal to do with what we are all about in terms of our heritage and the country music and how that's evolved into tourism. But what's happened over time is Lower Broad has become the heart and the center of tourism, and the Ryman Auditorium over time became less and less functional as the Grand Ole Opry. So the Grand Ole Opry moved out to where it is out on Briley Parkway now. After a while, the music community decided that it was important to bring the Ryman back into importance in Nashville. And so an addition was done in 1993 in addition to a major restoration project to bring the Ryman back to its glory. And in this 1993 edition, it was all about the front of house component, so ticketing and food and beverage and restrooms and offices. Well, that's been such a tremendous success that it warranted the need for a new edition. So this edition and renovation is a 22,000 square foot project to expand all of these front of house components even more and provide even more offerings for these tourists. And additionally, architecturally or from an urban planning standpoint, we have taken advantage by reaching the addition to the original structure out all the way to 4th Avenue, creating a presence that can be seen from the Lower Broad honky tonks. And so now we've connected the dots between the original historic heritage of country music in Nashville and what is now seen as the heart of the bustling tourism industry. The edition formally opened in June of 15, so it hasn't been quite one calendar year cycle yet. But the food and beverage was more than doubled, and so we've seen great successes in how much throughput has occurred during concert events and daytime tours. A lot of local Nashvillians don't know that there's a tremendous industry in the daytime tours of this facility, and that's what has exploded. We have provided a new pre-tour, three-dimensional theater experience, and so far the calculations are that that's increased the daytime throughput 30%. But again, the food and beverage and the doubling of the retail, even though the occupants at night have not increased for nighttime events, the amount of money that they are spending and the quickness and their ability to go through lines has increased significantly. And then there's the addition of the cafe, which is the glass pavilion that's on the front that reaches all the way out to 4th, and that's been an additional offering for daytime and nighttime users. Ryman Hospitality, formerly Gaylord, who owns the property and the development here, they're very proud of the fact that this was a public, or that this was a private only project, that they did not ask for public funds, even though it is clearly embraced by the public as being a real jewel for this city. It's a private development, and there was no public money involved in this $14 million development. That's a pretty big deal, I think. So, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the design aesthetic itself. We very intentionally chose to downplay the detailing of this project as we reached out from the original structure all the way to 4th and made it a little bit more devoid of all detail, except for the feature wall, which is an abstract interpretation of the continuation of the gable that's been covered up by the 1993 edition, and then this glass pavilion. And the reason being that we didn't want this to be of a particular era to then pay homage to the original structure.